to drop a dime on us.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop it.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
We finna get this money.
The anti-weaponization fund is for black people, and I can prove it. Oh yeah, baby, that $1.8 billion is ours. Especially when your vice president says the criteria is...
Check, we're going to take a lot of people who are going to apply and say that they have been mistreated by their government. We think it's reasonable to give them just compensation.
Here are 6 reasons why. First, the Homestead Act, the government gave away 1.6 million acres in land, and black people were systematically excluded. Wealth laws, $326 billion. 2, the Social Security Act of 1935, the government excluded agricultural and domestic workers, of which black people at that time constituted 60%. That's the GI Bill. 1.2 million black veterans returned from World War II. Banks refused these veterans loans, and nearly $33 billion in home loans went exclusively to white veterans. The Federal Housing Administration drew red lines around black neighborhoods and refused to insure mortgages there. From 1981 to 1996, the USDA denied loans to black farmers. Farm ownership dropped from 14% to just 1%. Next, the HBCU land grant funding gap. The government gave HBCU lands but refused to match the land with funds and the PPP. The government distributed $525 billion. However, black entrepreneurs received a 29% approval rate through banks, while white entrepreneurs received a 60% approval. And yes, slavery, absolutely, I'm going to include that. Because America benefits $14.2 trillion. I think we should flood the system with claims.
What can we do as a group as opposed to, just a singularity?
It's the group. How we could do it as a group is definitely the water. Our water in black communities, the first real water issue we had was Anniston, Alabama. We had way more before that, but that was the biggest one. And that was when Johnny Cochran made his name. And he got the people 300 million a town.
Oh, not to mention, I know it's not everybody, but the experiments and things of that nature. I forgot to add that in there too. That happened to like a lot of our ancestors.
No, this is experiments. Let me tell you, if y'all, I don't know if you own city water right now, you go look up. They supposed to send you a report every month with what they tested in the water. People used to send me all of their, they used to be like, look at all of this, what my city has in the water. They got names of chemicals that's in your water that is big, huge names. You can't really even pronounce it, and you don't know what it is. You never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming from the city. So what I'm saying is this, in my opinion, is kind of like an experiment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I said that the experiments. Yeah. That's why I mentioned it, because you the water guy. Yeah.
From zip codes, they know who's dying, who's living the most. They know who's getting sick with what. You get what I'm saying? They got all the data. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, in our communities, we are the most, the water is the worst. You get what I'm saying? The water is the worst in black communities. When I'm testing, when I'm going around, it's like, so yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on the class action.
So that's a good one, because of everything that if you remember, like Flint, even though that's like modern, but just being able to go back, and then you're looking at like, like a lot of people that was dealing with like hemophiliacs and blood, and then all of these other different things where they were treating them like they were test subjects and stuff too, because Bear actually went through a class action lawsuit back in the 80s. But what I'm getting at is, what is it that we can find that we went through that we can pretty much show beyond a reasonable doubt. This is outside of course, what everybody is trying to do globally. This is why it kind of like makes me kind of mad a little bit because of the whole COVID situation. Because remember, they were trying to force us to take these mandatory ass shots
Hold
through
on with
an
that. Hold on with that. We don't
executive
want.
order. No,
Hold on.
okay,
Let
yeah,
me get
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Let me,
yeah.
yeah,
Let me
I
get to
get.
her on this content with this. He put sure is the data center. So check this out with the data centers. I'm glad you put that. The data centers are siphoning the water and running bills on our dime. So I'm gonna put y'all on what was the name of that company? You was just talking about it. They did the jab. What's the name of them?
It's
What
different. It's different.
it's different ones, but I know one. I'm trying to think of the one that was in this lawsuit. Name
Oh
me the
damn!
name of
It
the
was just on the tip of my tongue. Come on,
Pfizer,
Chad. Yep. Yeah,
Pfizer,
yeah.
Pfizer, Pfizer, right?
Fight, Pfizer.
Pfizer was the same company. Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Pfizer, the same one that did the jab, was
And
the
who are they
same.
tied with? Oh, now go ahead. Go
Listen,
ahead, my bro.
that's
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
same company that polluted the waters of Anniston, Alabama, and paid out the $300 million lawsuit to
So
Johnny
Pfizer
Cochran
or Pfizer?
and Pfizer. It was Pfizer was the main company. That was the company that
Mm,
owned the other companies, but Pfizer was
at the
the
time.
company at the
Yeah.
time who was a part of that. So for black people, why would we let a company? I mean, and I don't even care, but they got that on that record of doing this to
Mm-hmm.
black people. Got a lot of black people sick. They were dumping this chemical into their water supply. And I'm thinking that it was more of an experiment than it was them just dumping water. You get what I'm saying? Them just
Yeah, it
dumping
was an experiment.
chemicals in their water.
Yeah.
So
Like
it was
we can look that shit up, and I'll look that shit up. I ain't gonna
and
lie to you.
just like I'm saying, Ainswell, no, it's a it's a certain chemical that if you put it in the water, it could make men be more feminine. It's a black scientist that did an experiment.
Oh yeah, he did the atrazine. He
Yeah, atrazine. There
yeah,
you
he was
go.
talking about the atrazine, and they were also talking about another chemical that was put in the ADHD formulas for male children that were adolescents, and it was almost like they had it was like it was making them have titties. You see what I'm saying? It was like
Exactly.
their hormones were just out of balance. They had the most imbalanced hormones that you would ever think of, and for the girls, it was the complete opposite. It's like some of them
Right.
could literally have
Now,
like mustaches or like
yep,
chin
let me
hairs and stuff
interject.
like that.
Let me
Yeah.
interject. Let me
No, go
interject.
ahead. Go
If you
ahead.
go around the black neighborhood, if you go around blacks, right, we have the
Hmm.
most people that you see that has male with female tendencies and females with male tendencies.
Yes. Yes. You do.
If you look around all other cultures, you'll
Hmm.
see us and you'll be like, damn, it's a woman and she, you know what I'm saying? And you'll see that with us more than a lot. So what I'm saying
And I
is,
see it in the South a lot too.
yes,
I see it in the South. I don't see it highly up north, but when it comes to the South, I'll be like, the fuck?
especially Atlanta. You know what I mean? But
From Atlanta
neither
and
here nor there.
Florida, and oh my God.
The point is, y'all, I'm convinced it's experiments being done on us. And
Hmm.
they're working. They know the data. So it's like, okay, feed them this. Put this in their water. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to take a shower. It got to go through your body. See, people don't understand our skin is our largest organ in our body.
And they
So
know
it's
we
like,
like to wash a lot. And the more you wash, the more you see what I'm saying? It's gonna enter your system.
seeping right in, like you
Yeah, it
drinking.
seeps right in. Yep.
So yeah, that's a claim that I know that I was experiencing, that I probably got to put this together. But yeah, our water is definitely controlled. That's like, our body is 70% water. So it's like,
Hmm.
shit, we got to get these people off our back.
But the fact that we know that that test was proven, it wasn't like it was a fluke or a fraud. Like that test actually proved the truth. Like when they tested them frogs and all of that, like that atrazine, they were telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They were literally telling the truth. And I mean, you're right about that. You know, um,
Yeah.
there's a lot of chemicals that we got to start looking into. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, like this is something that I just throw at people and people don't pay it no mind. Like put it for instance, this right here, like table salt. Like
Mm-hmm.
most people don't realize, like your natural table salt is just what sodium, what chlorate.
Yeah.
On an elemental scale, if you take sodium chlorate and you add ammonia to it, what's gonna happen?
What's
It's
going to
gonna
happen?
change the chemical compound of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're doing that, guess what they're doing with a lot of these quote unquote pills that they're feeding to our children, claiming that they are suffering from all of these setbacks of, oh, he's just dealing with hypertension. Okay, what caused the hypertension? You see what I'm saying? Like what caused
Mm-hmm.
the attention deficit or et cetera, et cetera. But then you
Yep.
put these children on these drugs with all of these different chemicals in it, it's going to make their bodies react differently.
Yeah. But
How
we
can
used
we
to have a
control?
saying. We used to have
Yeah.
a saying, and we used to say, when I first got in the water industry, we used to say to homeowners that, you remember when you could just drink right out of the hose? We used to tell people that, and like, they weren't like, when I was a kid, we would drink right out of the hose. It was all
Yeah, we
good,
had
right?
that well water because we had the well water.
Yeah, and not
As that's
even
what we
well water.
called it
Listen,
back in the
listen,
day.
hear me.
We
Yeah,
had
but
well water.
hear me out. Right
Yeah, I'm,
now,
I'm
what
listening.
people don't understand is businesses and people are controlling the water. They own these water plants. So
Mm,
people think that this is just, it's just water. It's like, no, where you're getting your water from, if you're getting your water from the city, there are people that are buying, they were starting to buy out these water plants. They were buying these water plants, a lot of people, and this is what the benefits they had. They wanted to make sure, I think they can make sure products sell from what they put into the water. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it was business for some people to say, hey, if we control the water, we can get business in some other way because we can put this in the water. Look, even our food right now, they put a drug in the food to make you addicted to it. Called a
hmm
queso sandwich. Yeah, like they put addictive, in food so you can be coming back. They want you to keep spending that money. This is what I'm
yeah. They
saying.
put they process it. They process it and they put enzymes. These companies. I'm trying to think of some of the pharmaceutical company names. When I get a chance in the Discord, I'll start listening, listing some of those names. I ain't gonna say it on here, but yeah, trust me, man. I've been doing it. I've been doing the research on it. I'm listening.
No, no, no. He put like BLG. My house has copper pipes. Some old house still got empty too. Yeah, them
Yeah,
copper pipes.
copper is like the creme de la creme of wiring, going back into not just ancient times, but like just um like even if you just go back to the 1500s, like copper is like the creme de la creme, bro. And that's an American
And you know
thing.
what? No, that y'all say that. Listen, damn, that's crazy, fam. Listen, check this out. They made it.
Detroit.
They made it illegal that you cannot have copper pipes in your home. Do y'all know that? I don't think it
Yeah.
was copper. I think it was. Hold on. I think it was something else. Copper pipes. I think they stopped that. That where they saying like you can't put copper pipes in your
Like
home.
copper was like the creme de la creme. That's the one element that made a home is having copper wiring. When you look it up and then you go back in the day and then you look at what copper was actually used for, like real talk, like go back and look at everything that copper was used for. You'll be surprised. Like people don't realize, like from a elemental standpoint, what we use copper for, predicated upon pale faces coming over here, not realizing that we were already using copper.
Yeah, and it's crazy that they changed the piping. It was a
Hmm.
certain time they started using PVC plastic. Most of all houses were copper. I think it could have been lead too, though. Lead piping, and they may have took out the lead piping, or it may not have been lead. They may have said that copper pipes
They
produce
changed out the
lead.
copper.
Yeah, they said copper pipes put
Hmm.
lead in the water, so we got
And
to
that's
take the
that's how
copper pipes out.
asbestos and all that lead from the paint and everything came
But I'm
later.
starting to doubt that though, fam. That I'm hearing from y'all right now.
Like
I'm starting to
plastics.
I'm starting to question whether that was the real case. Maybe it was to control the water. Listen to where I'm going at, fam. Listen to me. Listen.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the copper and the
As
water.
far
Yeah.
right, listen. In the 1930s,
Hmm.
Pfizer was putting uh it was making people sick. This was 1900. We've had water problems ever since then. In like the 1980s, they said that I think they said no more copper pipes because they produce lead in it, and it make lead makes people slow or something like that. And we went to PVC plastic.
It was the minerals and the like when you go back and you look at the South and you look at a lot of the copper that was being used, and then you look at the copper around um the Midwest. The Midwest was like some of the mass producing areas of copper,
Mm,
preferably like damn near around like Michigan at the time.
mm,
So what I'm trying to figure out is, was it copper that created lead or was it plastics? You see what I'm saying? Like
fam,
that's what I'm asking.
I'm
Like
trying
I
to listen with me. I'm feeling like it was lies. I'm gonna research more on this
yeah.
because from what I know now, I'm just saying from what I know now, the control. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I know this for a
Oh,
fact.
from a control perspective,
From
yeah.
a control point. Listen, when C-19 was out, the jab, all of that, they
Yeah.
said that Biden wrote a bill. I think it was before 20. He wrote a bill and he said it was like billions he gave to water infrastructure of pipes
Hmm. Cause
everywhere.
I feel like plastic was
With
like,
more, but listen to me. Hold on. Let me get this off. He
yeah,
he
yeah,
gave the money.
go ahead.
He sent the
I'm
money
listening.
and he say, okay, we're gonna clean up
I'm gonna mute up.
infrastructure of all the piping, right? So somebody sent me this, and it was like, okay, nobody's gonna need water treatment no more. Water God, because Biden just had sent all of this money. We could look up the money that he sent for water treatment, for water improvement of the water plants. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like, how could he do that? Like, why wouldn't they just been did that? The money got passed and everything stayed the same. We're going around testing water, and I didn't see any infrastructure, no new pipings, or you get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is the controlling our waters has been an issue that we're gonna have to look into. I think it's been everything has just been, let me get more control, let me get more control, let me get more control. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because the one thing that I do know is that there's a difference between, like salt water and fresh water,
Yeah.
because a lot of our fresh water, I noticed down south, especially in Florida, like a lot of the Florida regions, they have that alkaline water, like natural alkaline water, like that mineral water. But at the same time, in different parts of Georgia, like where I grew up at in South Georgia, we have like that cacti water. You know what I'm saying? Like that cactus water. And I could show you. And I had been telling people for a long time, like, where did all these goddamn cacti come from? Like different parts of Georgia, you have like cactus, and then you have that water, and it's around swamp lands. And you already know, like them marshlands, them swamplands, them marshlands are some of the best tilling land you will ever find a day in your life to grow crops and stuff like that. And crops literally grow. Kid you not.
Mm.
Predicated because of the weather, because we have that four weather system. And that four weather system is one of the best systems because guess what? In the wintertime in December, tangerines and goddamn kumquats still grow. And these are fruits. Why are fruits growing in the wintertime? You would think these fruits grow in the summertime, but they're still growing in the winter in South Georgia and Florida.
Let me get some of the
Because
chat. They put I just googled it. Copper did not cause lead poisoning. It was lead
was it the
sodium
plastic?
that would corrode over time.
They said it was
Mm.
lead.
I know that they stopped using copper. You know,
Yeah,
I
they did stop. They did stop using copper because for a long time we were using copper. If you recall, because I remember, because I'm an '80s baby, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
And I remember them old churches, like even the kerosene, like everything was copper, like that rich copper color. I remember seeing all the copper wiring and the copper piping going through like the old churches, even the cathedral type churches
Mhm.
in Valdosta, Georgia. That's what used to make me laugh a lot because I would hear, Tariq Nasheed, he always would bring up Valdosta, and I'm like, damn, I was born in Valdosta. Like, why the fuck he keep bringing that up? Maybe, like maybe it's a reason why he keep bringing this shit the fuck up, because his family is from Alabama, so he know about Lowndes County, because Valdosta, Georgia is Lowndes County, and then you got Lowndes County, Alabama, and then you got a Lowndes County, Mississippi. You see what I'm saying? I can keep going on how these counties and these militia districts just connect to each other. But at the same time, that copper,
We
you
gotta
got a
look into
point,
that
water
copper. Yeah.
God. I ain't gonna lie to you like that. That copper is something about the copper. So obviously, we wasn't dying from lead poisoning. Our ancestors were actually living to be damn near a century year old, predicated upon not just, I'm thinking, the copper, but predicated upon the citrus like kumquats, tangerines, oranges, and things of that nature that was growing in these marshlands and territories naturally. I'm thinking all of this stuff was growing naturally, and the copper compounds, the elements were there naturally too from just the earth, things that we could dig up from the dirt.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me. He's put solder from the welding the copper pipes together. So basically, you saying if you weld the copper pipes together, like if you got to make a 90, like you got to make a 90 with a copper pipe. Let's say you
The
have to
copper,
have
yep.
a 90 bend. So you saying, or whatever, if you have to melt those copper pipes together over time, it's gonna cause lead poison.
Well, I'm not saying that it'll
No, no,
cause
no.
a
I'm trying to
lead.
get the check. He put that in there. I'm
Oh,
trying to understand. Is that what they're trying to say? Like, because he put copper is safe, but I'm saying they're saying if you weld them together over time, it leads to lead poison. I
oh,
don't
somebody
know.
was saying it was because of the cost. I think that's why they went to plastic. I'm thinking the plastic is what led to.
So Sergeant King said yes, water. So it is because of the copper. So he was saying it's not the copper, it's the fact that them being welded together. I guess because they was, had to be welded together. But still, I don't know if I gotta totally believe that. Y'all get what I'm saying from what y'all telling me
Yeah,
about copper?
yeah, copper being welded does not poison you.
Because
Like
think
no.
about this.
Yeah.
When they got poisoned by who did I say? What was the name of that company? Pfizer. That was in the
Hmm.
20s and the 30s. They had to have copper pipes then.
Yeah.
So ain't nothing happened back then. If they had to do that, and then you're gonna wait to the 80s to say,
I
hey,
ain't never
man,
heard of nobody getting. Maybe I need to Google it. Um, I'm trying to figure out. Like, I ain't never heard of copper causing a lead, like lead. Like, when you think of
I
lead,
got a
you think of like
question.
rust. You think
I
of
got
like
a
rust,
question,
like
sir.
iron, or you see what I'm saying? Like something that put rust. You see what I'm saying? Like, does copper
Why
put
would they
rust?
care? Why would they care? Or why would
Like,
they even do experiments on it? That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Why wouldn't like think about it? We got what do you call it in our water? For the
you
Pinot
got
gland. Fluoride.
fluoride,
They taking it out right now.
you got
Right.
you got what is it? A sulfuric that like the egg, it smell like egg and stuff like that. Like you got like that in your water, just depending on how deep down you dig to create a well predicated upon the elements. Because I got a book, and that's the one thing that I'm gonna do, bro. When I go back on the Discord, I'm gonna start sharing a lot of the links to books that I got.
Information. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah, for the
start doing that
information
too, man.
purposes.
Just
Because I
investigation,
want to show
research.
you
Yeah.
from a Georgia standpoint why I used to like be like ill, because like on one side of the road, my uncle house, they had sulfuric water, like like the egg water, like
Yeah,
it
that's
kind of
sulfur
like,
water. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then on the other side of the road, my grandma's side, which is like my biological grandma's side, like we didn't have that sulfuric. You see what I'm saying? And this is in South Georgia, and that's just showing you like different parts of the road, like the elements are just crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it is, man. It is. Toxic
Yeah.
gas biochemical warfare is
Mm.
the reason. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
We gonna get look, I'm gonna get more onto this, man. I'm gonna probably, I'm gonna do some research because now I'm interested. Y'all done opened up my mind now. I'm gonna dig into this copper, into this what's the real reason behind that. So I'm gonna have
Because
more
I don't think
information.
copper led to like lead poisoning. Because if that's the case, then what happened in Flint? Because Michigan was known for being the copper capital at one point back, like in history, as far as
Mm-hmm.
like when it come to like just that metal itself, I don't see
Yeah.
that being like a poisoning factor when it comes to
Me
water.
neither. It don't even make sense
It
to
don't make
me.
sense. Yeah, it don't make
Cause
sense.
we listen, we done had homes that had copper pipes, and I remember I was with a
Exactly.
company, and they was like, "Dang, it's hard to do those." You know what I'm saying? But
And people still be
still,
stealing copper wiring out of houses today.
right. So, fam, I don't. I'm gonna do. I don't. I'm not going with it. When you poison the
Yeah.
water, our body needs to produce energy. They can weaken the God body for real.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah,
Hey,
copper. I don't think copper had nothing to do with lead poisoning and stuff like that. I think people are just um yeah, yeah, like
control. It's
yeah,
control. You know
it's
what I
just
mean?
control. Yeah.
Sergeant King also put the grounds in Anniston was contaminated, and Pfizer knew beforehand.
Hmm.
Exactly. I got this from a book. I got a book called a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And it explains about all of the issues we had with our water in different towns. Okay,
Hmm.
all the way up to to the present day, and we've had a lot of issues, but it was always from contamination from the white
Yeah,
supremacy.
it had to be
It wasn't like
contaminated.
the
Yep.
pipes is messed up. The copper pipes is giving it. It wasn't never that. So yeah, I'm glad you mentioned using the copper pipe. That's what I'm saying, because using copper is a form of purification,
Yeah, it's supposed
fam.
to be pure. Yeah. Thank
If
you.
you out
Yeah.
in the woods,
Hmm.
listen, if you out in the woods or something, they say this is ancient. You can put copper in water, something like it's something you do, and it purifies.
Yeah.
I ain't lying, y'all.
It's an element. Yeah.
It's an
Like copper has
element to
always
it
been
that
a
where
been
you
a
do
been an
that
element. Yeah.
that purified water. So all I'm saying
Mhm.
is we gotta research, we gotta reach into that, and that's really me because that's my profession, it's my line of work. So I definitely need to be
Oh, it's my line of work too because I'm
yeah.
always looking into like different elements because I'm the type of person that be telling people like just regular table salt on your table is what they've been using to build fucking damn rockets. Like everything from your car to the carpet to like anything that you can think of can
Hmm.
create a motherfucking rocket or a missile. But people don't believe you until you show them. And I feel like one day I'm gonna just have to show motherfuckers like, look, this is how you make something unstable.
That's
Like
right.
the shit that you use to season your motherfucking food, this is what these motherfuckers is killing each other with overseas. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just Google it. Like Google, like what does it take to make a goddamn rocket? And you will see on YouTube half of the shit that we take for granted, these motherfuckers is using to kill each other with. But guess what?
Yeah.
We're not killing each other with this shit. We're trying to figure out how to solidify ourselves and build and create and sustain life. You're the water god. You see what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers need water, but they more concerned with taking that and killing each other. We ain't doing that.
Right. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Big fact.
We already talk about like copper on this and copper on that. Like, how is copper poisoning people when copper was supposed to do X, Y, and Z? Like, this is the type of stuff that we're on. Like, we are talking about how to sustain life. We ain't trying to kill nobody. Like,
Right.
we
Let
trying
me
to,
read through the chat.
yeah,
Sergeant King put, well, the media pulled the fear to the public too. Yeah, the media. Cooking oil is trash unless it's peanut oil or olive oil. Yeah, get yourself some Himalaya pink salt or some raw sugar. No, man, I've been using that. Look, that sugar and salt. If it's white, it ain't right, man. That's what they saying.
yeah.
If it's white, it
That
ain't
that
right. You got to use
Himalayan,
that.
yeah, that pink, that
No, what's that stuff called? I've
the
been
sea
getting it.
salt and
It's kind of like it looked like syrup. It's called Damn, I can't think of the name of it.
Well, you
It's
talking about
not.
sugar?
It's not maple syrup. I mean, it's not maple syrup, but it looks like that. It's brown. People use it as a sugar, a sweetener. Agave.
Agave.
Y'all know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Agave. You should only be cooking with extra oil. But y'all, look, I appreciate y'all tonight, man. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Hey,
have to
man.
run. But hey, this was good. This
Hmm.
was a good dialogue, good talk. And people sleep on this talk right here. I may have to chop it up and put Iceman out there, man. Put him
I'll
out
start
there.
sharing some stuff in the Discord, man. Like so we could just, like stick to more stuff on your lives, that
Yeah.
yeah, you
I
see what I'm
want to
saying?
have
So
now, man. Y'all, I'm gonna call y'all rules, man, so we can just have some topics ready. I don't be putting the. I gotta start putting the thumbnail up early. I don't be doing that, so y'all don't even be knowing what's going on, you know. So
yeah, yeah,
just to
that
try
that's
to
good. That's
be,
good.
yeah,
Yeah.
so y'all know to tap in, cause y'all just be
Hmm.
tapping in. Oh, Rob live, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to be where y'all know what's going on. But
Yeah, yeah. That way we can stick to the topic and everything. So yeah,
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
you. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely, bro. Yep.
We're gonna tighten it up with this, but man, I love and appreciate y'all, man. And I am coming out with that. We're gonna start buying some land for us, man, and put it in position. So y'all spread the word out. We're gonna keep talking on this, and it's all about, getting our community on point, focusing on us. This ain't no black and brown, this ain't no, we ain't doing that 2026. But man, I love and appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button for me on your way out, man. Push us on the algorithm. Uh, we go live on Tuesday. So I'm gonna do some research tomorrow, try to come up with something good for us on Tuesday. And I'm gonna be linking up with y'all, and y'all stay posted in the Discord, man. Let's communicate more. Let's give more information, give stuff in books. We don't want to be relying on AI and everything, because I'm gonna be giving y'all some information on stuff that I know strictly in the FBA water business, So man, I love y'all. Good night. Lavon, for real, man. Always love Ice, man. I appreciate you, fam. The knowledge.
Yeah,
Sergeant
much
King.
salute. Much salute.
Yeah, Sabrina. I appreciate you. That's love for tapping in with us. Call Dog, you already know what it is. Joy. My boy Ames Well. LL. The Water Gang, the Water Family. Y'all know what we do, man. We got big things coming for us, man. So y'all just stay tuned and we gonna get the blessings. But I appreciate y'all, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
A community must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control four basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive and compete.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.